All right, Q&A time, here we go. Welcome to video number 2 of the YouTube channel. I decided to do an anonymous Q&A because obviously this is a new channel. Some people might not know who I am, and if you're maybe new to my Instagram, you might not know who I am. So I thought I'd do a Q&A like this, just so you get to know me a little bit. Been in touch with my Instagram followers, that's like kind of my main source of social media. I've been in touch with them and I've been sending out a link on my story for my followers to send in questions. I've done that a couple of times and I now have questions and I'm actually extremely nervous to answer them, but we're going to give it a crack. So once again, like I said before, it is completely anonymous. I have no idea who's asked what question, and I have requested that you guys ask about whatever, because I understand that, you know, with questions that you can ask on Instagram, if your name's linked to it, it can kind of put you off a little bit. So that's why I decided to make it anonymous. So it's kind of like ask whatever you want. But then once again, I'm extremely nervous for it because I don't know what to expect. I have actually had a look at it briefly, not in depth. I've just quickly scrolled through just to see that we actually have questions, and we do more than one question. So we move. So we might as well just get stuck into it. Honestly, there's not really much else I've got to talk about. First question I've got is, how old are you? See, there you go. How old am I? I'm 23 years old. I turned 24 in May. For all the, actually no, I was gonna say for all the girls out there, it's Taurus, because I know no guy gives a shit about that. But then there's no girls watching this. So I've got goals and targets for 2024. I like that. So we're heading in that kind of direction. All right, I see. So yeah, so I went away over New Year's, and when I got back, I actually had a bit of peace and quiet to myself where I just had my little piece of paper and I wrote down what I want to achieve this year. I didn't write down many, maybe like 5 or 6 things, but I put them in certain things in my life, like mentally, physically, and financially. I think they were like the main 3. So certain goals for that. So the goals and targets for 2024, one would be to run a full marathon. And to run a half marathon under 2 hours. So if you're following my Instagram, you'll know that lately I've been really big on my running, and I hate running. Especially, you know, if you play soccer with me, you know I just hate running. I just can't stand it. But I decided to spontaneously end 2023 off with a half marathon, which is really, really random, but I just said stuff it. But yeah, so I randomly did a half marathon, and I did it in like 2 hours and 17 minutes, which is like 6:30 pace. Which I'm actually happy with because I didn't train for it. I just randomly said, stuff it, let's do it. So I'm happy with that. So I feel like if I do train for it, I feel like I can get it under 2 hours. So I've set the goal of doing it under 2 hours, a half marathon, and then just running a full marathon. I'm not going to break records. I'm not going to do anything special. I just want to complete a half marathon. I just want to complete a full marathon. And then I've got some like financial goals and what I want to do with my money and how much money I want in my account and where I'm going to offset my money and money. Okay, my best mate was dating this girl and they broke up. It's not even funny. Why am I laughing? My mate stopped talking and hanging out. Hang on, I'm having an aneurysm right now. Let me just breathe for a second. My mate stopped talking and hanging with us boys because of that. I called him out for dogging us and not wanting to be our mate, making no effort. Now the boys are starting to hang out with him, but I'm not cool with him because of that. What do I do? You know what's crazy? I actually have a feeling I know who this is, and which is just nuts. And they're not watching, but I'm going to make a guess right now. If the boys are watching, I reckon this question has come from someone, the Sydney boys that I went on Sail Croatia with. I just have a feeling, if I'm completely wrong, and this is a genuine question, I'm actually so sorry, but I reckon this is one of them. Anyways, I'm going to pretend it's a genuine question. I reckon you just got to have a chat, man to man. No alcohol involved, because a lot of the emotions spill out when you're fucking 6 beers deep. Have a man to man, have a chat to him, say I'm not cool with this, and then I don't know, like say what you've got to say, hear what he's got to say, and then move on. That's what you got to do in life, move on. But yeah, that's 100% the Sydney boys. How many times have you mowed your dad's lawns without being asked? Okay, that's 100% from my dad. Probably none. Anyways, thanks, Dad. Really appreciate that. What is your biggest regret? Ooh, okay. Oh shit. That felt a little bit heavy right there, not gonna lie. I'm very confident with my answer. I don't have any regrets. I know that might sound like a little bit crazy to some and maybe not to others, but yeah, I don't have any regrets in life because, I mean, to be fair, unless I like killed someone, then I would regret that. but I haven't killed someone. So why did I just use that analogy? That's so random. Everything that's happened to me and everything that I've done and all the decisions and the consequences and the positive outcomes that have come from everything that I've done has shaped me to be who I am and is literally why I'm in the position I am right now. And I feel like if you're kind of happy with where you're at right now or like somewhat content, can't really complain. Look, okay, are you a good guy trying to be bad or a bad guy trying to be good? Wow, okay. Oh, that's actually a really good question. I like that. I feel like I'm a good guy. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but I feel like I'm a pretty good guy. So I kind of wiping out the bad guy trying to be good because, I mean, although being a bad guy and you're trying to be good is a positive thing, growth. A good guy trying to be bad, yeah, no, well, I feel like I am a good guy. I was actually speaking about this to one of my best mates. There's a difference between a nice guy and a good guy. And I feel like I was a nice guy, but now I'm just a good guy. Because nice guys, like, what is the saying? Like, nice guys always finish last. I feel like that's so true. It's like, a good guy is a good guy, but a good guy knows when to be a bad guy. In that perspective, if you're looking at, okay, is it one or the other? I feel like I'm a good guy trying to be bad. Yeah. How are you finding the hybrid training, running and lifting? Yeah, so like I said before, if you're following me at the moment, you know, I'm big into my running recently. You know, I'm not fucking Usain Bolt or anything like that, but I'm just really, really enjoying it. And yeah, so mixing it with training. So I'm going to be completely honest. I've cut down a lot on training, and you know, some people might not think it's a lot, but I think it's a lot. I've always been a 6 day a week gym guy. Like, I've basically been a gym junkie like for years now, but I would never run. Like, I would have, like, I play soccer. I would literally rock up to preseason with no fitness. Like, I would be just a meatball. I've gone from 6 days a week to 4 now. I only train 4 days a week. I say only. Some people might think that's fine, but I'm just comparing it to what it used to. I remember back in the day, some weeks I would even do 7 days a week, but now it's just 4. It's literally push, pull, legs, arms. Simple. But overall, I'm loving it. I love that kind of, yeah, the combination of running and lifting at the same time. Because, yeah, just having a good mix of everything, being overall fit and being able to lift weight is unbelievable. This year, I mean, not even this year, the last like 2 months of the year, I benched 150 kilos and I ran a half marathon. That's like hybrid. That's like literally what hybrid training is. Can we be besties? I mean, like, sure, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah, probably. That's all I've got to say, really. I don't really know what else to say. Thoughts on your ex's new relationship? Hope you're all right, brother. So as long as she's happy, she's happy. Simple as that. Are you ready to date yet? If so, what qualities do you look for in a female? So, am I ready to date? God, no. I am not ready to date at all. I would love to date. There's a difference. There's literally a difference. So I don't like being single. I'm going to be completely honest, but I'm not ready to date. I hope that like comes across as like a understandable thing. What qualities do I look for in a female? So I would like a girl to be driven. So like not lazy. I really don't like lazy. That's a big ick. So a girl that looks after her hygiene and her like physical health. I guess that kind of like ties into being lazy. I would obviously like them to be attractive, or like for me to be attracted to them. If they're a family girl, like, that's a big tick, honestly. But yeah, and then especially just someone I can just relate to and really just get along with well. And what is your biggest regret in life? So we've already answered that question. I've already gotten that one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Ooh, I might have to do some thinking about this one, not gonna lie. I would like to own a business, but I always get asked, oh, what do you want to own? And I don't know. I see myself with a partner. I see myself on the pathway to become successful. When I say successful, I don't mean just financially. I mean just my life is just thriving. I've just got all the boxes being ticked or about to be ticked. So that's what I mean when I say success. I'm not just saying like financially. Discipline over motivation. It doesn't have a question mark, so I maybe you want me to like talk about it. I don't really know. I kind of get the ick when it comes to like social media, when it comes to discipline over motivation, because everyone will just post stories and posts about, oh, you must be disciplined. It's not motivation, no. Like, and they're not wrong. Like, they're true. but everybody says it. And like, I even made a post about it like last year. I'm like, everybody says it, but nobody tells you how to become disciplined. Like, it's easy to say, yeah, you must be disciplined, you must not be motivated. It's like, yeah, okay, now what? Discipline, it is true, you need to be disciplined over motivated, because motivated is simply an emotion. It falls under the same category as happiness, sadness, frustration, like you name it. All those emotions, motivation is one. I could have a 15-minute conversation with you watching, and I could get you motivated as hell, and you could literally tell me like, Monday morning, 5 a.m, I'm going to go for a run. When it's time to wake up, the alarm goes off and you've got every excuse under the sun to not get out of bed. You haven't slept well, you're tired, your bed's too comfortable, it's raining outside. You've got all these excuses you could come up with. But being disciplined is, I don't give a shit about what excuse I've got. There is work that needs to be done. Like, I need to get this shit done. Whereas motivated, you're motivated in the moment, and then it's time to wake up and it's pissing down raining and you need to go for a run, and you're like, oh, it's right, I'll go for a run tomorrow. No. Now that's your emotions telling you you're unmotivated because of X, Y, and Z. You need to be disciplined in the sense of, no matter how you feel, you need to do the work that needs to be done. For example, I need to go to the gym, I need to go for a run, I need to make a new song, I need to progress in my business, I need to grow in this category of my life, and you're relying solely off the feeling of being motivated, you're not going to get anything done. I guarantee you that. You need to understand what your goals are, you need to put it into your schedule, and you need to stick by them no matter what. Doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter if you got shit on. Like, let's just use the gym for example. If I've got a busy afternoon, I'm waking up an hour early and I'm going to the gym before work. So, sacrifice. And that's what we're talking about when it comes to like being disciplined. You need to make sacrifices, and if sacrifices is losing a bit of sleep, then you know what, so be it. Would you ever compete in bodybuilding? I like that question. Simple answer, no. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff whatsoever. Back in the day, maybe a couple of years ago, I would have said, maybe. But when it comes to being disciplined in the sense of you're cut and you're losing weight, I suck at that, because I'm wog, and wogs just want to eat, bro. Like, I just want to eat the house down. When mum whoops you up at dinner, like, am I going to look in her eyes and say no? Fuck no, I'm eating that shit, and I'm getting another plate with it as well. Fuck. Your friend, you should set us up. Nice. Okay, like, if you want me to, I'll set you guys up, but if you're good looking, then no, because I'm single. Okay, so next question is, how are you single? Oh, just straight to the point. How are you single? Like, what the hell's going on? I don't actually know why I'm single. Obviously, there's reasons, but I'm single, and that's about it. We move. Why is Jess so attractive? Okay, that's my sister, so I'm not going to answer that, you absolute weirdo. Natty or nah? Wow. I am natural. I've said this the whole time. Why am I sweating all of a sudden? Dun, dun, dun. I am natural. Yeah, I think I always will be. I'm too concerned about my health to just be jacked. Maybe, like I said, maybe a few years ago when I was like a proper gym junkie, it would have been like, fuck yeah, like, let's go start shit. But I'm 100% natural. I've never done anything. As you can tell, I look probably like a twig right now. But we move. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is females. That should be crazy. My biggest fear is death. I hate death. I always have. I'll wig out. I'll lose sleep. But it's crazy because some people are so good at like understanding that it's a given, which it is a given. I just hate the thought of it. I think I don't like premature death. I think that's the part that like wigs me out. Like, imagine dying early and not getting all this stuff done. See, I'm gonna wig out just thinking about it. What is your drive? Like my drive, like my motivational drive. Like, I don't really know. I think that's what you mean. Just to become better. It's literally that simple. Like, I just need to be better by 1% every single day. As long as I'm better than what was yesterday, big tick. I just want to become like the biggest and the baddest person in my bloodline. Like, that is my goal. It's just to like, because at the end of the day, when we all pass away, like 99.99% of us will not be remembered in 1,000 years. But imagine being remembered. Did X, Y, and Z, what a badass motherfucker. Like little things like that, like just being remembered, and yeah, like I said, just being the biggest and baddest. That's my drive, just being better. Like, you just need to be better. That's why I don't like NPCs. NPCs, they just do my head in. You're so like, you just live your days like You live your day so comfortable. Oh, the word comfort literally makes me sick these days. That's fucked. Like, I've been comfortable before, and where I am right now, I am never getting to that stage ever again, ever. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Comfort is the worst. So being better by doing things that are uncomfortable, which results in growth, is my recipe for success. Oh. Are you political or nah? No, dude, politics are fucking shit. I don't care what anybody says. Any political stuff and government stuff, I don't care. I just go with the flow. They're all dickheads anyway. So what made you want to make a fitness account? Yes, good question. So originally what it was, I have like my private account, and I was posting my fitness stuff, like my lifts and my pumps on there, on my stories. But then I kind of got to the stage where I was like, I need to kind of like filter out my followers, because some people are just looking at it because they're already following me. Like, I want people who are genuinely like intrigued in that stuff. So I just made a separate account, and it's like been the best thing I've ever done. Like, I just feel so free in what I post, and being able to give like informative stuff and being able to kind of inspire people. Oh, that's like the best, you know. Like, if I start posting things about running, and now people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go for a run. Do you want to go for one with me? And it's just like, oh, dude, oath. You know, this is my chest day, and it's like, oh, what's this exercise? I'm gonna start doing that. Like, little things like that. Oh, that's like a big tick for me. Have you ever been in love before? Jesus Christ, holy shit. That has proper thrown me off, that question. Yes, I have. I have been in love before. Anyways, that's really emotional, wow. Running goals, yeah, so my running goals is what I said before. The half marathon under 2 hours, and the full marathon by the end of the year. In 2022, in December, I had done one 10-kilometer run. That was the first time I'd ever done a 10-kilometer run. And now my last 6 runs have all been 10 plus kilometers, which one included a half marathon. So that's just like, it's the best. I could literally talk about it all day. What made you get into the gym? So if you know who I am, I'm really short. I'm not really short. No, I am really short. I'm short as. So if you're short and then you're skinny as well, like, you don't really have much going for you. So I needed to do something about it. Because I can't change my height, but I can change how big I am. So I just said, fuck it, let's start going to the gym. And generally just like exercising in the gym and stuff is the best. And what countries have you been to / want to go to? Like, actually gone out of the airport, I'll say like Mexico, New Zealand, Greece, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, England, Croatia, Switzerland, Montenegro, Bali, Thailand. Yeah, that's probably it. I think that's the countries. Ones that I want to go to. Well, I did a Europe trip last year. I'm doing another one this year, so which is really exciting. I'm going to Greece. I was going to say the countries: Greece, Spain again, Portugal, Czech Republic, Netherlands again, England again. Dubai is one of them, and I feel like I'm missing one. I feel like I am missing one. I can't think. Germany's the other one. That's what I'm going to this year. I'm going for 8 weeks towards the end of the year. Hopefully I go to a soccer game. That's basically where I'm going to go. And I'm going with my best mate. So, but like America, I've been to America. Yeah, I've been to Miami. I've sacrificed the opportunities for investment properties and stuff so I can travel. Like, I don't care about anything right now but traveling. I'm not getting a full-time, postgraduate job until I travel and I tick all the boxes. What sporting teams do you support? So in the footy, or the AFL, I support St Kilda. And then in the soccer, I support Arsenal. I used to support Melbourne Victory back in the day, but I don't really care about A-League anymore. I think this actually might be my last question. How are you? And be honest. Wow. How am I? At the moment, I am really, really good. I'm actually in a really good state right now. I've entered 2024 thriving, and I've made some seriously good progression, mentally, physically, emotionally as well. I've left a lot of things in my life in 2023. I've left it there, which is a massive stage of growth. And it's like been the best thing ever. I'm in a really good state right now. I'm just wanting to continue. I'm wanting to thrive. I'm wanting to just continuously progress. So yeah, in a really good state, and I hope you are as well. So yeah, that's the last question that I've got. Once again, thank you to the people who have asked me all the questions. I do really appreciate it. I do really appreciate you guys contributing. If you want any more content like this, or any content in particular, let me know in the comments. What do they always say? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Honestly, do whatever the hell you want. But for now, adios.